when I was a kid, 8 years old, there was no resemblance. It was just a kid. So, and then the things happened, you know.
How old were you when it first started to dawn on you, the similarity? How old were you?
And the resemblance when I was 17 years old.
Wow.
Yes, 17 years old. And 2 years later, I put a band together. And single Beatles songs. Well, here we are.
Unbelievable. I'm very flattered and honored, and at the same time, as I said, it's a little bit weird.
Yes, I know. Yeah.
All right, we've got 3 minutes to go before we go live. Is there anything that you want to tell me or that I should know of before we go live?
I just want to let you know, Sixten, that Hafi is a Lennon family ambassador.
Is ambassador, of course. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. It's
and
official.
Is Ron joining us or not?
Well, not yet. Not yet. Let me text him. Let me text him.
Okay.
Why there are 2 Octave Pangabian here?
Hey. Who is use my name?
You have another. We have 2 identical twins. We have John and Maher, and
There's Ron.
Greetings,
everybody.
Hi, Ron.
Hi. Sorry. Hi, Ron. How are you?
Good. Nice to see you again, and good to see all of you. Wonderful.
Yeah,
Brother Ron.
nice to see you.
Brother Ron. Hey.
He's joining me. I have a
Good to
friend.
see you.
He's a very famous local artist, and he's also doing NFTs and everything. Daniel Ibarra, and he'll be listening to us.
Good to see you.
Oh, ada Bang Erwin.
Hi.
Oh,
Hey.
Mr. Erwin.
Hi.
Selamat datang, Bang Erwin.
Oh, what a nice group. Lalita, everybody's here.
Hi, Ron. Nice to meet you.
Pleasure. Good to meet
Okay,
you.
Bang Erwin use my line.
We are gonna turn live if it's okay for you.
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, it's fine.
It's
Thank
fine.
you.
Okay, I will turn the button.
Nice little beard.
Are you ready, Ron?
Your beard is okay, Ron. Looks perfect.
Let's
I'm
go.
a
Good
mess.
afternoon, everybody, and I hope that everyone's well, and it's going to be a fun webinar this afternoon, or discussion. And we're welcoming Javier Parisi, who's currently in South America, and you will see him on his picture very soon. But he's as I said before, I first met him 5 minutes ago, and it's a little bit strange, but I'll leave the surprise to you. Then we've got Ron Bumblefoot, who famous guitarist, and you're based at the moment in LA, right? Or where are you?
New Jersey. I am East Coast. I'm a New York guy.
Oh, you're an
yeah.
East Coaster. Sorry, I missed that. So welcome from the East Coast.
No, thank you. Thank you so much. Yes.
And then we have Lalita, who's based at the moment in Jakarta, and she's going to tell us about the production that we're about to discuss. And of course, Octave Pangabin, who's also there, and Indra. And then we've got a special guest here, so welcome as well. We had the little video. So I will maybe start with Lalita.
Okay.
Okay,
So,
you want to tell us a little bit how, just before we start, sorry, I have a bit of maintenance. I just need to let our audience know that the recording is, this webinar is being recorded, and you can watch it live later on YouTube. And if you have any questions at all, and I'm sure you'll have plenty of questions, please put them down in the Q&A at the bottom of your screen. There's a Q&A, and then I will transfer them. And we have a little bit of a surprise at the end of the show, so please stay with us and bear with us if there's any technical issues. Lalita, the floor is yours.
Okay, hello EB16, hello everybody. Thank you for having me again. It is a pleasure to be here with you. And GrammyMusic.tv together with Wise Art present Lennon Fantasy. Yay! So, so the story of Lennon Fantasy begin from a meeting. So one day on Jamaica, a member of the Dream Team, I believe you already know him, Ibu 16. Ron also knows him very well, right? On Jamaica. So he
Oh, yeah.
showed us a video of Hafiz singing one of his songs, and it was very fascinating. We were like, oh my God, who is this guy? Is it John Lennon? We were amazed, and I was amazed. I couldn't believe my own eyes because Hafiz does look and sound really like John Lennon. And then Octave, with his music producer's instinct, he saw that Hafiz could be big in Indonesia, and just by the coincidence, Hafiz is the ambassador of my Diotech in Argentina, and Grammy Music.tv is also powered by my Diotech. Here is Bapak Indra Putra. So we met up a couple of times and discussed all the possibilities. And we all know that the Beatles and John Lennon were the stars, right? And many songs from that era, including from Indonesia, gained indirect influence from them. And we were like thinking, imagine if the songs were sung by Beatles or by John Lennon. That's what Lennon Fantasy is about. We want to capture it, we want to capture that and bring it to life. And if anyone could make it happen, it's of course Javier Parisi here. We all can see how his look resembles, his voice sounds really like John Lennon, and many people in Lennon's life, you mentioned that already, such as Julian Lennon, John Lennon's sister, even John Lennon's costume designer, they confirmed this. And Ron here, who is also the member of the Dream Team, he understands the Beatles and Lennon music, and when he was asked to mix the song, he ended up producing it. And as we hear the song, you can really feel as if it was sung by John Lennon himself. I really want to hear more about that from you, Ron. What did you do to that song? Because you did such a great job that even Indonesians couldn't believe that the song was originally played by one of Indonesia's legendary band. Here, there is Erwin Harahap. He is the guitarist and the vocalist of the band, the Mercies. And this song Love was performed in 70s. And I wasn't born until 2 decades later, but I grew up with this song because I remember my dad used to play this song, and how honored I am to be able to show this song to you, Erwin. And I am very touched by his reaction to the song, and this is one of the very reasons why we do this Lennon Fantasy project. So that's how this all started. It was 16. I won't talk much tonight, or this morning, because I am very excited to hear the making of this song from the producers, Bapak Octave Mangabean. There's also Ron Bumble Futal, and of course, from you, Javier Parisi. Thank you.
I think, thank you so much. It's really exciting. And before we lose our audience, I think we'll start by showing Javier Parisi, or I'll call you John. Can I call you John?
Yes, you can call me John.
Okay.
Anyway, I'm here, yeah.
Lovely to have you, and we look forward to hearing you sing later on. But I was asking you a little bit before we went live, how the family or the Beatles were reacting, and who have you met Paul and Ringo, and how does that work? How's the relationship going there?
Okay, unfortunately, I haven't met personally Paul and Ringo, but they know about my existence because I am in touch, in contact with John Lennon's relatives. So it's amazing. It's amazing. So I know that is going to happen, but I don't know when it's going to happen. But yes, and it's great to be in touch with relatives and friends of John. I never imagined that, but it happened. Yes, and it's beautiful, and it was strange, for example, when I met Julia, John Lennon's sister, because she said, oh my God, you look so much as my brother John. And So and I was next to her, and she hugged me and she said, "Could you please sit with me on the couch? I want to know more about you. Just tell me, when were you born?" And I said, "In 1980. Oh my God!" I said, "What a coincidence!" And then, tell me about your family, your parents. Well, my mom Julia. Your mom's Julia? Oh no, I don't want to know more about you because yes, many coincidences in your life, but it was strange but beautiful because
I can
I never
imagine.
imagined. Yes.
And you went
So,
into their footsteps as well, the Beatles' footsteps. I read that you went to the Abbey Road studios and visited
yes.
there. You recorded there. How was that?
Yeah. Yes, that was amazing because I was there last year. I was singing in the studio number record their albums. So I couldn't believe it because I received an invitation from Abbey Road Studio. Please sing at Abbey Road Studio. And I said, "Oh my God, let me think about it just 2 seconds. Yes, I'll be there." So, and I was standing there where John used to sing the songs and the audience was there. And I said, "Oh my God, I am here. I'm singing where John used to sing the songs." And I couldn't believe it. And I never imagined this, but it happened. So I'm a guy who always was dreaming since I was a kid. That's very important. And I'm a dreamer. And I'm always working on the dreams. I'm not this way, just waiting the things happen. No, I'm always working and following my dreams. The thing is
And now
going to
you're
happen.
going
We
on
don't.
tour, right? You're in Argentina, but you're going to Chile for a tour, and then you're going on to Europe in the autumn, right? In our autumn, yeah.
Yes, yes. I've been in the Philippines. Now I'm in Argentina. I'm flying to Chile next week, and then I'm flying to Europe, Armenia, Finland, and the UK, and then I'm going back to Argentina because I was working on a movie. Yes, and a comedy. Yes, so I'm coming to Argentina in September because of the premiere of the film and everything. And then I'm flying to Mexico. So I'm touring all the time and it's beautiful. Yes.
Well, I hope you come to Switzerland. Is Switzerland in your diary?
Yeah, I'm going to be in Europe, so I'm going to knock on your door. "Hello, it's me. Do you remember?" Yeah.
Please do. Please do.
Yes, I will. I will. Yeah.
All right. Well, that sounds cool. So now I'll ask Ron, how does it feel to be with John Lennon in a production studio?
Oh, yes, it's very surreal looking at your face and hearing your voice, Javi.
Yes, it's me without AI. Yes.
Yes, no holograms,
Yes,
no
it's
AIs.
me.
No. Well, first, let me just say thank you all for having me be part of this. I really appreciate it. And thank you, Indra, for bringing me into the loop with all of this. The song is such a beautiful song. And the way you guys redid it is just fantastic. And yeah, it sounds like something that John Lennon did. Like I heard, I was like, oh, this is John Lennon. But there were a few things that as I mixed it, I wanted to bring out even more John Lennon, more Beatles. So little things like adding a guitar that was reminiscent of like Number 9 Dream, like the sliding. I'm surrounded by guitars. I might as well grab one.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, please do.
Do it. Let's do it, Ron.
Number 9, you have. So I added the slides into the beginning parts and the guitar sound. I used also the fretless and made it sound sort of like While My Guitar Gently Weeps for a lot of the fills and stuff, and adding that just legendary John Lennon sound of the piano, boom, 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 like the Imagine piano. So bringing that in just enhances the whole thing, besides this wonderful song and your wonderful voice, just bringing the music into the character of John Lennon, also just drawing from his past and everything. And It's such a pleasure for me because my first musical love, the reason I love music and do what I do my whole life is the Beatles. I even had a Beatles cover band 30 years ago called Strawberry
wow.
Walrus. Yes.
Great.
Where was
Amazing.
that?
That was out in the boroughs of New York City, early 90s. We didn't do a lot of gigs. It was just for our own pleasure. And yes, I know every Beatles song. I know all the John Lennon songs. You name it, I could play it right now.
Beautiful.
In fact, I say, Lalita. All I can think of is, Lalita. Yeah, Lalita. Okay, let me stop because I won't stop if I don't stop. But anyway, so, yes.
And how did you and I'll ask everyone as well later, but did you know each other as musicians before this adventure?
This is our first time meeting. Yes, this is it.
Okay.
I'm glad it happened. Yes,
Cool.
definitely.
We're happy to be a part of this. Ewan, how did you feel?
Sorry.
Can you hear me? How did you feel playing with Javier and reminiscing and all this trip of nostalgia revisited in 2023?
Sounds not. Sorry. I cannot hear that. The sound is sometimes.
Cutting in and out?
Yes.
Okay. I just wanted to know are you feeling nostalgic with this song, or are you remixing it 2023 style?
Feeling. No. I'm. Do you mean that the song "Love"?
Yes.
That Javier sing?
Yes.
Yes, I heard the recording. Yes, I heard the story is pretty good, and I think it's pretty good. It's okay. Sorry, the sound is sometimes
Pretty
out
good.
and in and out. I don't know what happened.
Okay.
It's okay. The recording is good. Pretty good.
What
like
is
it,
your
Om?
impression?
Sorry.
What is your
you like-
impression? How is your what is your input in the song?
Well, I think he sang it very good, and the impression is okay, and I think he knew it very good. I mean, he can sing it very well. So I hope it will bring him success for that. Yes, but
Thank you.
I'm really surprised for that. Thank you.
I'll thank him on
Thank
his
you.
behalf. So
Thank
I'll
you.
ask Javier, how many hours of Beatles music have you heard? Like Ron told us that he knows every Beatles song inside out. Is that the same for you?
Oh, yes, it's the same since I was 8 years old. And now I'm 83. No, I'm 43. 43. Yes.
I'll
But
still feed you when
yes.
you're 64.
Yeah. Yes, I'm always listening to Beatles music. So this is my DNA. So I can listen to just 2 seconds of a song and I know the name of the song. We can do a trivia or whatever about Beatles songs. No, it's beautiful. Yes, it's part of my life. The Beatles music is everywhere, and I can listen to the Beatles music all the time. Yes, and it's great. Yes.
Okay, cool. Do you listen to anything else?
Well, John Paul, George and Ringo, solo career, and the Beatles. Now, yes, I've listened to many other bands, and so I love the music. I love jazz, and I love rock and roll. So yes.
Are you into
Full of
Guns N'
music.
Roses? This is a little bit
Oh,
beyond here.
yes. And I need an autograph. Yes, you've got to sign an autograph for me. Yeah.
We'll sign for each other. Yes.
Yeah. I'll move to Indra. Indra, what bee stung you? Why did you follow and step into this adventure?
Well, as Lalita mentioned before, it was Octave when he saw the videos of Hafi when Hafi was the song from the Oncha, and then he said he was like I want this guy. I want this guy. Let's connect me to this guy. And then I will do them something, blah 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 blah. And then it came up, a concept, the Lennon fantasy. The Lennon fantasy. I think it's a brilliant idea because Octave, maybe Octave will be explained more later on, but it's like the Indonesian legendary musician like Mr. Erwin and the band, the Mercies, which is very famous in Indonesia. And then Octave is trying to just like, talking to me, and then how about we make the Lennon fantasy, and then Harvey, sing on the song, and then we make the concept and everything and stuff like that. And then also want to bring another song in the next after the song from the Mercies. And yeah, that's what happened. That's
So
what
there's
happened.
a
And
sequel that we can look forward to. There's a sequel
yeah, I think so. Maybe
on the old
I think it's
vinyls.
gonna be
It's side A and side B.
yeah, it's gonna
They have to record the
it's
B-side.
amazing. It's fantastic. Yeah. And then Ron is and I invite Ron to come to put some. Ron have a very a lot of knowledge about Beatles and Lennon. And then I heard a song when Harvey do the recording. After he's done the recording, it was fantastic. It was fantastic. So I think this is one of the good things
It'll be a
for the great
success
stuff.
story. We hope so anyway. We have a question from the audience, from Nikita Kahaya, and it's to Javier. It says, "Hi Javier, congrats to your single release, Love. Anyway, what was the first thought that came through your mind when hearing the original version of Love from the Mercies? And what makes you eager to remake this song?"
Well, the first time I heard that song, and I said to my manager, "Oh my God, I love that song. The music, the sound, it reminds me the Beatles song." So I said I would like to recall that song. It's beautiful. So that was the first thing that I thought when I listened to that song. And it was, oh my God, it was composed by the Beatles, and I didn't know. Yeah, it was great.
That was a lucky stroke. Well done. We have another question. This goes to Ron. Hello, Ron. Greetings from Indonesia.
Greetings.
The question might be out of the topic, but as a music producer, what would you choose between these two options? 1, producing a music based on market demand, or 2, producing music from your own idealism?
Well, as a producer, that's a very good question. Thank you. When it comes to producing, I try to be invisible. It's about the artist, and the goal is to enhance the artist's identity, their vision, and make sure that they walk away with something that's even better than what they hoped for. So whether it happens to go with the flow of trends in the market, or for me, it's about the art and just making sure that that part of it is taken care of. So really, the thing that drives me when it comes to production is the artist. I am not even part of the equation. I don't exist. You shouldn't know I exist when you hear the song. It should be all about that artist sounding as much like them, the best version of them that I can help make happen. So that's what I shoot for. Yeah.
That sounds good. It sounded like once we spoke in the past, and you had said that the assistant on stage should play the guitar better than the actual musician, and has to make sure that everything works. And and then disappear, right?
Mm-hmm.
We have another question. Thank you very much. This is from, we have two more. This is from Fajar Rakmawan. Sorry if I mispronounced the name. And I think it probably goes to Octave. It says, what are the future plans after the release of the single title Love? Do we expect an album? So we know there's a sequel already because Indra let that out of the bag. But is there going to be a whole album?
Yes, we will produce about 10 songs. We will produce one song with Oncho Maker, one song with maybe Tantowi Yahya and others. Well, we still preparing that. Hopefully, we will finishing the album before half year come to Indonesia, so we can take a shoot for the video here.
Ah, that sounds good. So, Javier, what are your plans? When are you going to Indonesia? We want to know.
Well, yes, I'm touring the world, so I think I'm going to be a couple of days off in December, maybe for Christmas, and then the next year. So I don't know. I want to go to Indonesia. Yes, I want to know more about the culture, about everything. Yes, I want to be there. I'm looking forward to seeing you all.
Well, now you've got a date, Octave. You know, you make sure that it happens.
Yes. Yes.
And we have a question from Aimee Baksara. Where does the Grammy fit into this project? That's probably for Lalita.
Where does Grammy fit in this project?
Yeah.
So, well, we are the organizer. You see, GrammyMusic.tv is a digital platform where users can watch music videos and listens to the songs. And I believe in collaboration. Therefore, we work closely with MyDiotech, the recording labels, and this project is one of the products. And we found Hafi, RPM, Bapak Okta produced the song, Wise Art, the NFTs, MyDiotech supplies the infrastructure, Ron with his, with his musical skills, and Grammy organized everything. It is a sweet collaboration, right?
That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The infamous dream team. That's for Indra.
Yeah.
Thank you. Then we have another question from Mr. Vico Perwoko. The question is, please share with us the recording process. So who can answer that one?
You want to start?
Hafi or Ron, maybe.
Yeah.
Hafi first?
How does it happen when you walk in the studio? What's the recording process?
Well, the recording process, well, first of all, is listen to the songs many times, and then you go to put the songs in your blood. You have to feel the song, and then I got to set my mind into John's mind. How John would be singing this song with a deep voice, as in, whoa, 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 like John used to sing, or the high notes, like, hello, it's me. And so I've got to set my mind into John's mind. So it takes a long time, the process of preparing the song for singing. And then when you go to the studio, you're there and you listen to the music, you close your eyes and you start flying where John used to fly. So it's a magical moment. It's a process that you have to feel free. Your mind must be empty of everything, just the music and what you're feeling, and then the voice is just singing, blowing, and that's the process. Yes.
Sounds
Yes.
beautiful. You're like on a cloud. In a metaverse situation, maybe.
Yeah. It's beautiful. Yeah.
And Ron, what's your input on the process?
So they did all the recording and they had a mix of it. And then Indra reached out to me. He's like, check this out. And then they send me all the tracks and I load it up into my software and start listening to it all. And just same thing, you get it into your blood. You get to know every little thing about it. I mean, even more so for Javi, where it's almost like an acting role where you have to like immerse yourself so fully into it. I mean, I'm listening almost from just a listener's point of view. And then I just start balancing everything out. Start with drums, vocals, get the two mixed together, bring in the music. And then from there, maybe make some suggestions. Hey, what if we try this? What if we try that? And if everyone's cool with it, and they let me do some stuff and add some guitars or whatever. And in the end, any thoughts they have, You know, it's a team effort. So at that point, I
you-
guess I'm the final step, and then we all work together in that final step.
Do you ever use
Thank you.
AI at all? Like, do you prompt it and say, how would the Beatles do this?
Oh, don't need AI.
Good for you. Did I cut someone off? I think Indra, did you want to add something?
No, I think it's Octave. Octave, want to add something, Octave? Please.
No, I just want to thank you. Say thank you to Ron to restoring the sound, make it perfect as I need it. Also, thank you so much for your help. Thank you,
No,
Pak Indra, to introduce me to Mr. Ron, to help a lot for the project. So thank you so much.
thank
It's great.
you, Jim Cassie. Thank you so much. Awesome. Good.
Then I have one more question, which probably goes to Octave as well. It's again from Vico. Are you planning a traditional physical vinyl album?
Of course, yes. We just thinking about that. Maybe after we finishing the album, we will make a vinyl, special design for vinyl. So maybe we can make it after half year come to Indonesia for the
Indonesia.
tour, so we can bring it. You can bring back to Argentina.
That sounds wonderful. And you need to sign the cover again, and we'll do specials.
Of course, yeah.
Then we have a question from Barbara Roberts. Thank you very much. I don't know where you guys are all from. Those asking questions, if you would put your names or where you're from, that would be a nice little touch. So the question from Barbara says, what's the mean? That probably goes to Javier. What's the meaning or the story behind the original Mercy's Love? Why? What do the lyrics mean?
Well, I love there is a positive. I'm always thinking about that and on the songs that you maybe you feel tired, you feel sad or whatever, but you always go forward. You can be better. So that's I think it's the meaning. So never quit, don't give up. So go ahead and do it. That is a positive meaning.
It sounds like good advice. Thank you. With Indra and Wiseart, we've started creating NFTs with different artists. We've already got the dream team with Ron in there about the human race. We've got Javier, and there's 2 more stars coming up as well. And the NFTs are being sold on the Wiseart platform as autographed record covers or album covers. Indra, is that something that you would like to pursue? What is your long-term vision with the NFT market?
Well, I think NFT is going to be just like we discussed as before for the copyright and then also the collectible items. It's going to be, it's good for the music. You know, I think is one of the good technology from the Web3, blockchain to the combined to the music, and also with the Web2. So I think in the future, NFT is going to be one of the trustworthy, or maybe we can say trusty platform that we can use for the music industry. Yeah.
Javier, have you been thinking about that? Are you into all this new technology and the cryptocurrencies? What do you think about all of that?
I'm a vintage man, you know. I'm from the old days, living in the yes. I'm not thinking very much about this kind of things. I'm a person who lives the present with the things that I got at home, and so now I'm not thinking. So in the last day, I was somebody asked me about the artificial intelligence and everything and blah blah blah, and I said, you know, I believe in the person, in real person doing things, and it's like I used to do. So so I'm not thinking very much about I don't know, artificial intelligence and those kind of things. Anyway, I know that I'm a weird man. Yes, I believe in technology. I believe in the things that can heal the world and everything. Yes, but I'm a man who live in the present with the real thing, to hug a friend. And I know that the virtual thing is beautiful to be connected and everything. But I want to give a hug personally. It's very difficult now. I want to hug you and I can't do it. It's like, you know, yes, I need to buy a ticket, take a plane and go there to Switzerland, knock on your door. I'm here. Yes, here we are. Let's have a cup of tea or whatever. So
Absolutely.
yes, for example, I'm going to tell you something that when you go to have lunch or whatever with a friend, and you are eating with him and he's with the phone, blah, blah, blah. And you say, oh my God, I'm here. And I say, okay, if I want to ask you something, I'm going to send you a WhatsApp or whatever. And so I want to stop the virtual things and I want the real things happening. That's, I don't know.
So if somebody said to you, we're going to organize a universal concert in the metaverse and you're going to have audience from every single country in the world, you'd say no?
On a virtual thing, you said?
Yeah.
We were doing that during the pandemic and it was terrible. I needed people clapping. I said, oh yeah, I want to take a picture with you. Yes, I want to speak with you after the concert, meet and greet or whatever. Yes, it was terrible for me. Yes, yes.
That sounds good. I'll be flying to Indonesia and I want a backstage.
Yes.
Yes, please.
Please come.
Yes, come.
Please come, 16. You're very welcome to Indonesia.
Thank you. We have more questions. It's great. From Chavi Stanley. Which area of Indonesia do you plan to invite? Oh, well, Javier hasn't been there, but when you go, maybe Octave or Indra, what are you going to plan with him? What are you going to do with him in Indonesia?
We will go
Octave,
around
please.
From Jakarta, maybe Medan, Malang, Surabaya, of course, Bali, and then Manado.
6 cities,
Jogja,
seven cities.
and then 2 gigs in Malaysia.
Wow.
We will go to Malaysia also.
Okay. You better take some vitamins, Javier.
I will. Yeah, I'm going to start packing right now. Yeah, I'm going to put all the stuff there. Yeah.
More questions. This is from I made Baksara again. Greetings from Jakarta again. Question to Ron. What gears that you used in the production? Love the sound of the guitar and the drums.
Oh, good. Thank you so much. The drums, they recorded. I just mixed them. So credit to the recording. I use Cubase, Steinberg Cubase. So let me see, I can pop it up right here and I can show you. In fact, you know what? While I talk, let me see if I could load up the actual thing so you could see what it looked like when I mixed it. So I use Cubase and a lot of the internal stuff with it. Guitar-wise, I have my crazy double neck everything guitar right here, and I run it into a Line 6 Helix for all the sounds, and they have a plug-in version that you can use in Cubase. So I don't even need to use the pedal. I can just record direct into Cubase and then use the Helix plugin to get all the amplifier sounds and effects and everything that I would have on stage and a million things. So
I saw that on Instagram. I think it was Instagram where you recorded your own voice on a harmonic, and then you repeated it, then you looped it, and then you did it backwards.
Oh yeah.
I saw that.
Yes. Yeah. So I'm always fiddling in the studio. It's my favorite thing. My favorite thing out of everything with music is being in the studio and being creative. And that goes back to the Beatles. When people used to ask me, who's your favorite Beatle? I would say George Martin. Because he took 4 guys just playing acoustic guitar and brought in all the classical music in and was able to take all their ideas, all the impossible things, and make them possible. They
Yeah.
made the first tape loops. You know, all the looping of music that you hear in modern music today, they did it the first time by taking analog tape and just making spools of it and piecing them together and just having them run and making all these weird sounds for stuff on the Revolver album. And they were so creative, and it just gave me inspiration to be as creative. And
That's
the only
amazing.
place, yeah, the only place you could do the impossible is the studio, where you can make time go backwards. You can have 100 of yourself harmonizing. You can do anything. Anything is possible in the studio, and that's what I love.
I didn't realize
Wow.
the Beatles were so innovative. I mean, we've all played, I was little when they were big, but yeah, I didn't know. While you're looking, Ron, I'll go for the next question, which goes for Javier. Do you find difficulties when you take vocal? How long is your recording time? Did you Google about Mercy as well?
Yes, I read about the Mercy, and it took a long time because I was in the studio and I recorded many times and the song. So it was hard, but it was good because I stopped and I had a cup of tea and I went to the studio to listen to what I've done, and then okay, I'm going to record it again and again and again and again. So it took a long time, yes, but it was great. This is what I love. I love doing this, and
That's what you
it's
enjoy. And then
beautiful.
when you're practicing or when you're like working on it, do you try different options? Do you, like you said before, do I go low voice?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like I said before, with different tones of the voice. John singing, "See how love can make you smile," and blah 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 blah. "See how love can make you smile," and always. So I try to sing it in different ranges. So yes, it took me a long time. Yeah.
Okay, thanks for that. I hope that question was from Razzle Amberita, so I hope we answered your question. Indra, again, we're going to play the song at the end, of course. I mean, that's going to be the surprise. But Indra, what is your advice for the future? What would you tell Javier to do? And what would you tell younger artists to do?
Well, I think doing the music production right now with the very modern technology right now, like digital, and now is coming up with AI. I think it's gonna be a very exciting things to combine, But another way is we have to look at very careful about which part that we want to put on. Just like AI, we can use AI as a tools well to helping the artist to do something different, but not to replace the artist. That's a very important part. And for the NFT, I think it's going to become a protection. It's a very transparent and all this kind of stuff. So in this day, we can see so many great stuff is come up from the technology with the streaming and all this kind of stuff, and then the blockchain and also the AI. But when we look at really look deep inside the technology that we have today, it is something that is going to be tools that for helping the artist to create something good, better and better. For example, now just like when the music producer, they can use AI for something that maybe only for creating the music, not to replace the voice. So not to replace anyone's voice, because I don't know about the copyrights and all this kind of stuff in the future. But right now, the real voice is the soul of the human. So we have to keep that kind of stuff still exist. But creating the music, let's try to make a good music using the AI. I think it also can use only tools that can put on something else, but not the whole song. because we need to put the human touch, like Ron said, like putting a guitar, how to feel it, how to deliver it, and this kind of stuff is, so technology is going to be something that we can, combine with the human touch and a human soul that we want to deliver on the music in the market. So yeah, that's what can I say. And then one thing I want to add on is, I want to tell you guys, I want to share you guys, is the sound that the love from the mercies that Hafi recorded it would be, it's perfect. It sounds great, and it wouldn't happen without Ron. Ron put a very good touch of the sound of the drum and all this kind of guitar. It sounds perfect. It sounds like
a team effort.
It sounds like, yeah.
I can only work with what you give me. So it's a team effort. Thank you. Yes, you make it easy for me.
Thank you, Ron. Thank you, Ron. Thank you. I appreciate it. So what I'm trying to explain is this: if you hear about a song, and you will use it's like it bring you back to the in era in 60s somethings. It's amazing. It's amazing. So keep doing the music production with the technology that you have now, but we have to be careful about using that kind of stuff.
Make sure it's all recorded so we can use it later as well, and then replay it and loop it and whatever, and it'll be part of AI. You'll be training AI, Ron. Javier, you briefly mentioned movies and I didn't pick up on it, but we have a question again from Fajar that says, what's your dream in this collaboration? And then I'm going to ask you, was the film a dream of yours, or tell us about that?
Well, the film is a hilarious comedy that it happened in 1980. So I've been doing two different characters. One is Norberto, that he looks so much as John, and then John Lennon. So it's a kind of like if John had come to Argentina, that never happened. So and John and Norberto, they see each other and oh my God! But the thing that never happened. It's an hilarious comedy. It's going to be great. I can say no more because the premiere and the releasing is going to be in October. And today I've got a meeting with the film director, so I will know what about next. What can I say about the film and everything? So you'll see the trailer and everything soon on my social media.
I don't want to get you into trouble, but yeah, we'll follow you on social media. And again, about the collaboration, so we know there's a sequel, we know there's an album coming. Do you think there's a band coming? Are you going to form a band with the Dream Team?
So I love to put a band together with Ron playing guitar and singing with me and with all. Yeah. It could be great. Another dream come true. Another dream come true. Oh yeah, it's gonna be great. Well, I love it very much. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. We have 15 minutes left and I'm gonna keep 5 for the song, but what is your advice, Javier? I always ask this question to the next generation. What would you tell young people who want to be like you?
Well, as I said before, I'm a dreamer. So follow your dreams, work on that. And what I do is to show to the new generations who was John Lennon and the Beatles. So I want to show the songs they used to sing and everything. This is what I do on my concerts. I love to see the new generations coming to my concert. Kids and teenagers, senior citizens, everybody, all the generations together and listen to Beatles music, the message of their songs and everything. So I love doing this and I want to show, and as I said before, to the new generations who was John Lennon and the Beatles. They have to believe in themselves and follow their dreams. I'm a dreamer. I'm living in a small city in South America, Buenos Aires, far of everything, and I never imagined to have the chance to having a cup of tea with Julia, John Lennon's sister, or Julian Lennon, knowing about this guy. And so everything can happen, but we must go forward. We want to have dreams, and that's the thing. You have to have dreams, and you got to follow your dreams, and you're going to get up every single day of your life going to that dreams, to those dreams. So that's the most important things in life. And you're going to find good people like I found Indra, Lita, Octave, Ron, and you. That you live in Switzerland, I'm gonna knock on your door. I told you before. So it's beautiful. I love sharing time with beautiful people and with the audience, and that's great. And another important thing in life is the time. Everybody thinking about the money and blah blah blah. Yeah, it's okay, but the time you waste is terrible. So you got to spend your time with beautiful people, sharing your knowledge and everything, your music, and that's the most important thing. Share moments with the people that you love. Don't waste your time, because you don't know what is going to happen with you tomorrow, in 15 minutes or whatever. Just live your life with passion, with love, and follow your dreams. This is my life. This is what I do. Yes, and I love doing this.
That's great, Javier. What I'll do is these recordings, they're usually looked at, viewed by a lot of people, and including the Montreux Jazz and the Paleo festivals, which are big festivals here in Geneva. They're not like Glastonbury, but you know, we're getting there. We're also smaller. So yeah, I'm sure they'll see you, and I make sure that they'll see this recording, and who knows?
Yes, everything will happen. Everything will happen. Yeah. Yes.
Ron, what's your advice?
Oh, how much time do we have?
2 minutes.
Oh God. Okay, sum it up in 2 minutes. All we have is our time on earth that we have right now. So enjoy right now and don't waste it, and appreciate every moment, and realize that, as you said, tomorrow may not come. So, you know, just count your blessings and just be happy. Why do we even do any of this? Why do we strive so much? To make people happy and to be happy. And it's really that simple. It doesn't have to be this complicated thing. We get so wrapped up in what we're doing, but the ultimate goal is just to spread happiness, make people happy, and to be happy. So always do your best, give your best, try to be your best, be disciplined, and whatever you give to everyone, just make them happy.
They say if you do what makes you happy, it's not called work, huh? So you can do as much of that as you want. What about Erwan? Do we have a better sound now? What's your advice to the younger musicians around you?
Yes, I think the younger musician now is very good. They are very, very good. And I hope they will more success for them. And so to Javier, I hope the recording will bring success to you. And I really enjoy this the song, the recording, and how he sing the song. Really similar to the John Lennon. Very good. Very good.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
That's good.
Thank you.
Bang Erwin, we just preparing Gone song for Javier. We just preparing that. Yeah, thank you.
Yes, Octave. Good.
From Max, thank you.
And Octave, do you have any final words for the younger generations?
Don't worry, be happy. Follow your heart.
I like that. I like that.
Well said.
And
Yeah.
lady of the dream team, Lalita, what are your last words?
I don't have I have nothing to say. They said it all, but my guru used to say, "Be joyful and share your joy with others." That's it.
Yes.
And then we have a final comment from Vico, which is lovely. So I have to read it to you again. Greetings from Jakarta. And I don't want to ask, I just want to thank Ron for making beautiful music.
Oh,
And I
that's so sweet. Thank
that
you.
thing
Right.
goes to all
That's
of
true.
you.
No, I did.
That's true.
Real quick. There's our session.
There you go.
That's the song. Little things like having a long compression on the cymbals, like they used to do for Ringo, so that the cymbals just go like, and things like that. Just little things that I did in there. I know we don't have time. I need
Go
to.
ahead.
So yes. So here's, for example, let me flip my camera. Can I flip my camera? All right, I won't. I'm just going to turn it this way.
Come
I hope
on.
you see what they're
it.
supposed to be.
Yeah.
So here's an example of the guitar part. So it's a low cut, a little blues this, and the Helix software, which really gives the guitar its entire sound. So I did things, I gave it a wobbling, slow vibrato to make it a bit imperfect as the fretless guitar moved in the guitar soloing and little things like that. So I hope
Beautiful.
that short, quick thing is helpful and useful. And yes. Yeah.
All right. Now that sounded good and you did that well. Now I have to prove myself and share my screen and play the song. So I hope it works. Please bear with me. In the meantime, thank you all very much. And I look forward to seeing you all. Break a leg, Javier, break a leg, all those musicians.
Thank
And
you.
we'll talk soon.
Great. Thanks so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much.
How love can make you smile and always. Yay!
The beautiful song from the Mercy. I love that song.
Yeah, beautiful. See how love can make you smile. It always, so no one can make it stop. But darling, see how love can make the tears, and it always, but no one can make it stop. Oh, you have broken many hearts. I don't think you're the winner by the game. But darling, once a storm may come to you, let it be. And there's no one who'll cry for you, for you. Oh, it starts without a sad song. It makes people smile, and it ended with full of tears. It makes people smile. So you've seen how love can be. So try again to make you understand. But darling, try
Thank you, Javier. That was beautiful.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Great, Ron. Yeah, my God. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Wow.
All right. Well, we've come to the end. So thank you again. Thanks for your insights on the music industry. Very, very interesting. And I wish you all the very best for the rest of our summer, Javier's winter.
Yeah.
My heart beats for you. I'd rather be in the summer. And we'll see you all very soon. Bye, guys.
Bye-bye. Thank
Bye.
Thank you all so
Bye.
much.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you. I love you all. Yeah.
We love you too. Bye.
We love you,
Thank
Ron.
you.
Bye.